Hello YouTube, I'm back with the next review, and today I have the Hypno-Disc Pitstop kit. Now it's obviously based off of the robot competitor Hypno-Disc, because I have the actual disc here. So actually screw into where this disc is. It'll actually, I can show it. See, it pops off. There's the original. I can put on the. Of course, it's gonna need. I think it needs something else to screw into, but that'll kind of give you the idea. And I also have the armor that you can also replace this weapon with. Comes off pretty easily. I mean, the weapon, you know, it's pretty accurate to the actual robot. I mean, it doesn't have the self-righting arm. I don't know what this was. Not entirely sure. I guess this might have been a later edition of Hypno-Disc, but it doesn't have anything to really match along with it. And here's the pullback motor, because this was technically a pullback motor style toy. You can see it's got holes where I took it out. I never liked the pullback motors anyway. But it's an interesting idea. It's kind of, yeah, I think BattleBots probably played a little, kind of inspired by this, because they made the custom series, which were similar. You could swap these parts out, and you could do it on this one too, because the chassis on all of these are the same. So if you end up getting the Matilda Pitstop kit, and I feel like there's another one that I'm missing here. It was supposed to be a Sergeant Bash, but that never happened. Yeah, there's at least Matilda, but you could swap the parts out. Matilda had her own set of swappable parts. I kind of went with this because I figured I already had the Hypno-Disc Pitstop kit, so, or the pullback, so why bother? It's pretty solid. I mean, you'll probably get a lot of use out of it. The hammer doesn't really. The hammer's a lot like Shunt's axe, both in the way it, the mechanism works, as well as its shape. But it's not entirely. I mean, because this is what it will do. Yeah. Not terribly exciting, but I figured this disc is actually a little bit better because it's actually sort of got teeth on it. A little more solid. I can just park it right on top here. And this will actually wind up. Yeah, mine's been through a lot of use, so I don't know if it'll wind up as well as it could otherwise, but this is pretty solid. I mean, other than, it's kind of nice. The pullback motor comes out, and you can actually just have it be a free-moving sort of standalone toy, so that's pretty cool. I do like that you can swap the parts out, but the problem is the chassis are all the same, so I suppose if you... I don't know, so I guess it would be nice if you could... Because granted, I don't have the Matilda Pitstop kit, so I don't know whether... I presume all the chassis, I think they're all the same. So therefore, you swap one, you can swap the other. But as you can tell, it doesn't really... Things don't really line up, especially with this kit, because I mean, you put in the other weapon. You put the weapon instead of the armor. It won't quite fit with the rest of the body here. So it's kind of... It's a minor thing to point out, but I mean, it's pretty detailed. I mean, even if you take, you know, it's still got the Hypno-Disc style armor pattern here. Probably can't see it all that well. Let me take the disc off here. Yeah, it's got the Hypno-Disc armor pattern. It's got the wheels. I'm pretty sure this is like Series 5 or Series 6. It's not Series 3. We know that much. Don't think it's Series 4. Maybe it is. But either way, I mean, it's pretty detailed. You know it's Hypno-Disc, especially with the disc that it came with. Which is pretty cool. I mean, it's too bad it's not really going to be a much use in terms of, you know, actually battling with it. Because the disc is pretty well useless. But it's a nice idea. Never actually put this on, but you can see it's pretty detailed. You've got the wheel arches, but other than that, not a lot to it. It's got the pattern, though. And yeah, these actually come apart. You can actually pull these apart. But they stay on pretty well. Surprisingly, even when they're not like screwed in or anything, they actually stay in place. Gotta line them up properly, but if you line them up properly, they will go in place and stay there. Yeah. If I put them in place, you'll be able to see that. Don't know if I'll be able to do it this one. Seems like it's stuck to fall apart as I try to put it in place. I'm not even holding it. That's the surprising thing. There's nothing holding it in place. Except a couple of, like, grooves in the toy. I mean, that's pretty cool. The fact that it can stay like that without... So, that's my review on this toy. Thanks.